Welcome back. In a call for greater business participation and transparency, the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Trade is urging all businesses in the country to make their submissions regarding the upcoming regulations that will shape the operationalization of the Citizens Economic Empowerment Act. Now, with a focus on promoting inclusive growth, the Act will play a vital role in ensuring that the economic opportunities within the country do indeed benefit all citizens, especially small and medium enterprises. Business journalist Nelson Ndlangamandla sits down with Dr. Thandiwe Hlachwago. She's the chairperson of the steering committee responsible for the formulation of the regulations, who shares how this process will be done and how businesses can participate.
Dr. Thandiwe, welcome to Market View. I've heard really good news. I think this will come as exciting news, especially for the business community. I heard that consultations for making the regulations of the Citizens Economic Empowerment Act are about to start, or they have already started. But can you tell us more about this?
As the chairperson of the steering committee that has been duly appointed to conduct the drafting of the regulations that will be used for the implementation of the Citizen Economic Empowerment Act 2023, we are happy to announce as a council that we have started the process of stakeholder engagement. We will be doing stakeholder consultations with the entire citizenry of the country to make sure that we get their views and opinions on how the regulations should be drafted. Their input is very important for this exercise.
I know that you deal mainly with businesses, but can you articulate all the sectors that will be allowed to participate in making these regulations or making these submissions?
We are happy to share that we have identified 13 groups of which will represent the various stakeholders. We have identified through our exhaustive and comprehensive stakeholder mapping. The stakeholders that we have identified is the business climate, which will attend on the 17th of March, and then we have the business support organizations lined up for the 17th of March as well, and arts, crafts and creative industry, 18th of March, agriculture industry actors, 18th of March as well. And then we have the construction and infrastructure industry lined up for the 19th, the morning session. And in the afternoon, same day, we have education and labor industry. On the 20th, we have the health industry actors. This group will attend the morning session lined up for 9:30. And then we have energy, that includes your fuel and gas industry, lined up for the 20th in the afternoon. And group 9 is ICT industry, lined up for Friday, the 21st of March. And group 10, manufacturing, trade, procurement services, lined up for the 24th of March, which is a Monday. They will be taking the morning session. And group 11, mining industry, Monday the 24th in the afternoon. Group 12, retailers, vendors and wholesalers industry, lined up for Tuesday the 25th in the morning. Group 13, we have tourism and hospitality, same day, the Tuesday 25th March in the afternoon session. Those are the 13 groups that we expect will be participating on the consultative processes, which will be held at the UN House in Durban.
There might be people who don't really understand what the Citizens Economic Empowerment Act is all about. Although a lot has been said about it, I think the Minister of Commerce, when he speaks about this act, you can tell that he knows that it will transform the business landscape. But can you briefly tell us what this act is about?
The Citizen Economic Empowerment Act is a piece of legislation that was enacted through an act of parliament. It was endorsed in 2023. It was established to ensure that our citizen locally owned entities are catered for, and they are empowered. And it was also enacted to ensure that we have certain sectors that are reserved solely for Eswatini. And now it is that time where we are drafting the regulations for the implementation of this very act, because the statute alone, the Act of Parliament, cannot be used for the implementation. We need to break down the act into various components using the regulations, which will be used for the implementation.
Why is it important for small and medium enterprises to make sure that they attend these consultations?
Okay, the benefit of SMEs and MSMEs in the Act cannot be overemphasized. It is very, very critical that they do participate, because they are the cornerstone, they are the heart of the economy. We want them to contribute to the economy, and we want them as well to be the beneficiaries of the Act, because we realize that there is a big gap. We have services in the country which could be solely reserved for Eswatini and be allocated to SMMEs, but some of those services are being done by foreigners. So it is important that whatever that can be done by Eswatini be given to Eswatini. That is what we are trying to foster.
Will those businesses that are in the outskirts be able to make their contributions? Kunanang soma business lo le makhaya yini le ndawo yenda kuqinisekisa ukuthi naye uyakhona kufaka la kulama regulations kwekuthi ufisa ukuthi lo mthetho usebende kanjani nekuthi yena azuze kanjani kuwo.
To accommodate Eswatini who will not be able to travel to Mbabane due to various reasons, we have made arrangements to do regional tours wherein the SMMEs and citizen-owned representative companies will be attending, and we will be taking their submissions for the drafting of the regulations. We do not want anyone to be left out in this exercise.
I am always interested in timelines, Dr. So when you start this process now, when can we expect these regulations to be in full motion?
With the consultation process starting on the 17th, I think we are on our way, and we are coming up with a means of drafting the document which will be used for the implementation. Everything is dependent on the availability of funds as well, and cooperation from the various stakeholders. So for the smooth exercise, we need their cooperation and we need their implementation. So the sooner they participate and we have a seamless and flawless consultative exercise, it will make it easier for us to come up with a proper and comprehensive document for the implementation. So as soon as we are done with the consultative exercise, we will then follow all the stages that we need to adhere to using the Attorney General's office to get the regulations endorsed, and through the assistance of the Minister's office as well. And I am happy to share that we are getting support from the UNDP. I think it is important that I highlight that the drafting exercise is funded by UNDP, and we are looking forward to more assistance from their office as we embark on this journey.
It's been a pleasure having you, Chairperson, on the show and looking at all the responses that you've given us today. I believe that the committee is in good hands, and we can't wait to see what submissions you will come up with. We can't wait to see these regulations being implemented, because small and medium enterprises, the business community is so excited about the Citizens Economic Empowerment Act. Nendvuna ilitiko letemabhizinisi umhlonishwa Mancoba Khumalo nakakhuluma ngayo uyeva lokwekuthi cha itawushintsha vele lokusebenta kwetemabhizinisi la eveni baningi eMaswati lakatawuzuza. Siyabonga kakhulu kuba nathi elihlelweni.
Right, that was Nelson Langamandla, a very compelling and competent business journalist in conversation with Dr. Thanjiwe on the Citizens Economic Empowerment Act regulations, which have already begun. Can't wait to really feel the effects of this act, as they promise to really uplift our local businesses, especially our SMEs. Let's go for a net break. Sanela Spear is in studio. We want to react to what is really happening in Wall Street. We are seeing walls there, some mixed reactions in Europe and Asia. He's going to chime in after the break.